Hello students. So welcome to IB Chemistry Tutor. So today I'm going to start with the chapter, and the name of the chapter is Atomic Structure. Okay. So now in this atomic structure, today I'm going to take a topic, and that topic is related to quantum numbers. So when we study quantum numbers, so there are basically four types of quantum numbers. So one is your principal quantum number, and this is denoted with small n. After this, there is a quantum number that is known as azimuthal quantum number, denoted with small l. Then we have quantum number mm, and in the last we have spin quantum number. Right. Okay. So to give you a basic idea about these quantum numbers, so let me tell you at the same time that this principal quantum number, it represents shells or orbits that all of you must have studied. Okay. So azimuthal quantum number gives number of subshells in an orbit. Okay. Magnetic quantum number, so it gives number of orbitals in a subshell. And this spin quantum number is about the electrons that you are going to fill in the orbitals. Okay. So before moving further, I will take a simple example. So if I say, I will take the simplest, 1s. Okay. So now if I take this 1s, so here this 1, this is your principal quantum number, and this s is your subshell. We will study further. So subshell will be, it can be s subshell, p subshell, d subshell, and f subshell. Okay. So now if I write here 1s2, so it means the electron is being filled in the s subshell orbital. So this I will also tell you when we will go further, that how many orbitals can be there in a particular subshell. Okay. So we will go step by. So first of all, I'll explain about principal quantum number. So as I already told you that we denote this principal quantum number with a small n, and it represents number of orbits or shells. Okay. In lower classes, you have studied that we have an atom, in the center we have a nucleus, and then we have these orbits or shells like this. So if I want to mark it, so this is n is equals to 1, n is equals to 2, n is equals to 3, n is equals to 4. You must remember that in the previous classes you have studied about K, L, M, N. So these are all shells or orbits. So for K, n is taken as 1, For L shell, n is taken as 2. For M shell, n is taken as 3. And for N shell, n is taken as 4. So this is principal quantum number. I think it's clear to you. So this is the first quantum number. So first quantum number was principal quantum number that I have explained. Okay. After this, before going further, I would like to tell you a thing that in the orbits, we have subshells. Inside the subshell, we have orbitals. And then in the orbitals, we have electrons. So, from this thing, you can understand that to locate an electron, you have to reach up to the orbitals, because orbits or shells will have subshells. Those subshells will have orbitals, and these orbitals will have electrons inside it. So these four things have been assigned particular quantum numbers, as I've already explained you that for orbits or shell, we have principal quantum number. For subshell, we have azimuthal quantum number, as I explained. Okay. And for electrons, we have a spin quantum number. And for these orbitals, we have magnetic quantum number. So for these orbitals, we have magnetic quantum number, and for the electrons, we have a spin quantum number, MS. Okay. So this is, I think, clear to you. Now, after the principal quantum number, I will explain you about azimuthal quantum number. So now that's it's pretty much clear that azimuthal quantum number gives you number of subshells in an orbit or shell, right? We use a simple formula for this to find out the number of subshells in a particular orbit, and that formula is n minus 1. Here n is shell or orbit. Okay. So now for example, if I take, so use this formula. So suppose if I am taking n is equals to 1. So n is equals to 1 stands for k shell or k orbit. So L here will be 1 minus 1. So it is 0. Now don't take it as a mathematical 0. Here 0 stands for S subshell. Okay, don't take 0 as nothing. So 0 stands here for S subshell. Then take another example. Now if I am taking n is equals to, suppose 2. So when I am taking n is equals to 2, so this is for L shell. So here when I will apply the formula, so it will be L is equals to n minus 1. So it will be 2 minus 1. So 2 minus 1 is 1. But remember, before 1, automatically you have to write 0 also. So it means this L shell has S subshell and P subshell. So this 0 stands for S subshell and this 1 stands for P subshell, right? So let's go further, take one more example. So now suppose if I'm taking n is equals to 3. So n is equals to n minus 1. So this is 3 minus 1. So you will say it is 2, but we have to place 0 and 1 also. So 0 stands for S subshell, 1 stands for P subshell, and this 2 stands for D subshell, right? So you will say that M shell or M orbit has S subshell, P subshell, and D subshell as well, right? So these are the subshells present in the M shell. Okay, take one more example. So now I'm taking n is equals to 4. So apply the formula. So L is equals to n minus 1. So this is 4 minus 1. So this will come 3, but automatically we have to take 0, 1, 2 here also. Okay. So 0 stands for S subshell, 1 stands for P subshell, 2 stands for D subshell, and 3 stands for F subshell. So we can say that N orbit or N shell has S subshell, P subshell, D subshell, and F subshell. So N orbit has all the 4 subshells inside it, S, P, D, and F. Okay, so this is the information we get from this azimuthal quantum number. Okay, so the first quantum number we studied is principal quantum number, which gives us the information about the orbit or shell. After this, the second principal quantum number is azimuthal quantum number, which gives you the number of subshell in an particular orbit or shell, right? So I have explained you about these two quantum numbers in this video, and in the next class I am going to cover the magnetic quantum number and spin quantum number, that in a particular subshell we can find out how many orbitals are there. Okay, friends. So I think you have understand the thing which I have tried to explain you. If you have any queries, or if you have any problem, if you have any doubt, just reach to me at my number. I'm available on WhatsApp, or you can write it in the comment section also. Okay, right. Thank you. See you in the next class. Bye.